some are really in tune with their body and can block that out, and some aren't, and some have health anxiety like the rest of us.
Let's speak to the psychological effects of injuries, because a lot of the time, especially athletes don't understand that if they suffer a significant injury, the psychological effect that's going to take or place on them as they come back into training, but also games. But a lot of people will just see injury, bit of rehab here and there, and then the athlete back on the court. The question that you always hear, or the commentators say, is will they get back to where they were pre-injury? And then all of a sudden the athlete starts to hear these things. It can be a spiral in probably not a very positive direction. What are the psychological factors you're trying to take into place in certain phases of that rehab to ensure that when the athlete steps back on the court, they are back to where they were beforehand, and hopefully even better prepared, prior to that injury?
The thing with pro sports is it's such a high profile that if someone's got an injury, for the spectrum of players, some are really in tune with their body and can block that out, and some aren't, and some have health anxiety like the rest of us, and we really try and control that narrative a lot. And then the other thing that you said, which is exactly what I go by, is like, we're going to get you better than before. In basketball, it's always, you were kind of always lucky if you broke your dominant arm for a little bit, because if you still wanted to play, you had to practice with your non-dominant arm. And then when you come out of the sling, you've got these great dexterity with your ball skills and stuff like that, and you could really see a difference. And it's the exact same mentality that we use with injuries. So if we can focus on what they can do, all of a sudden the rehab process becomes a positive experience.